TaxAct knows every small business owner has different tax filing needs. With TaxAct, you can file yourself with the help of an expert, or TaxAct can do it all for you. You're the boss, the head honcho, the top banana. And TaxAct is like your loyal, trusty tax aide, ready to pounce on any tax needs you might have. TaxAct is dying to pounce on some small business tax needs. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi! Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
One Democrat, one Republican forced to resign from Congress. Tremendous fall for each of them. But the broader question that I have for you folks that seems to surface every few decades: how are these sleazebags elected to office in the first place, and we don't see it coming? All of this as the socialist mayor of New York City. And folks, you're listening from around the country. This could happen in your community as well. Mom Donnie's set to open a city-run grocery store, which is coming up next year, if it ever materializes at all. At this, as he continues to run away police officers from the greatest police force in the country. Let's get to the headlines, and we see your calls coming in. We'll be beginning momentarily with them. Eric Swalwell, his shameful meltdown, the rape claims, the spy scandal, and it just seems to be one big embarrassing moment, and you knew that he was done. There was no way, and it's the same script for all of these politicians when they go down this road. They are cold busted, for lack of a better term. They're in complete denial, thinking they're going to survive. He tried to stay in the race for governor. He thought by suspending his campaign for governor, that would be enough. And then 24 hours later, party leaders said, buddy, you have got to go. This is the Fox News channel on the outgoing congressman.
Eric Swalwell is resigning from Congress. He said this in a statement: I am deeply sorry to my family, staff, and constituents for mistakes in judgment I've made in my past. I will fight the serious false allegation made against me. However, I must take responsibility and ownership for the mistakes I did make. I am aware of efforts to bring an immediate expulsion vote against me and other members. Expelling anyone in Congress without due process within days of an allegation being made is wrong, but it's also wrong for my constituents to have me distracted from my duties. Therefore, I plan to resign my seat in Congress.
And so he is out, but he's not the only one. Coming up this morning, Congressman Tony Gonzalez is calling it quits after the affair that he admitted to with all of the texting scandal. And this is with the married staffer who was on his staff, and she fatally set herself on fire. So he, too, dropped his reelection bid. And I don't know, folks, it just seems to me that Republican and Democrat leadership got together and they said, you eat one of your own, we'll eat one of our own, because it's a bit ironic that they're coming at the same time. That is Swalwell and Gonzalez. And so Gonzalez, who was expected to retire later on today from Congress, tweeted out, there's a season for everything and God has a plan for us all. Well, Congressman Gonzalez, did God have a plan with you when you were doing the nasty with your staffer and then lying about it up until recently? And her husband had to hang on to this and did not let it go. So one Democrat, one Republican, and there are still others that may be ousted this week by Congress over financial scandals. And again, as I said at the top of the program, it seems to surface every few decades where these sleazebags are elected to office. How do they get there in the first place? And we don't see it coming.